Maybe you're jealous of somebody who's got a lot more money than you and you just don't understand it. But there is a possibility, no matter what you think, that if you had what they have, it would be more than you could handle, and it could take you away from God. You know that? And you don't want to know that, do you? Let me tell you something. Money has power. Position has power. There's a lot of people, worldly people, whose lives are ruined by becoming famous or becoming rich. And so you might finagle around in the world and get more than you really can handle, and it end up just ruining your life. But as God's child, if you're trusting God to give you what's right for you, it may not always, well, let's just say it won't always be the same as what somebody else has. Everybody gets something, but nobody gets everything. So it's kind of silly to be jealous of what somebody else has, because if that's what God wanted you to have, then you would have that. So we need to be glad for other people. And let's don't just pray for what we want. Let's ask God to give us what we can handle and still keep Him first in our lives. Could I say that again? Let's ask God to give us what we can handle and still keep Him number one in our lives. I think sometimes about Rachel and Leah, two women in the Bible that were sisters, and Jacob loved Rachel. She was a beautiful woman, and he loved her, and he worked for his uncle Laban for 7 years to get her as a bride. And she had a sister, Leah. And the Bible says of Rachel that she was beautiful to behold, and of Leah it says she had weak, dull eyes. Now I guess that means she wasn't very pretty. It's just kind of a nice way of saying she was not the good-looking sister. But the thing that's interesting is Rachel had a difficult time becoming pregnant and bearing children, but Leah could just have them one after the other, one after the other. And so back in those things, they did things a little different. He worked for 7 years for Rachel, and then he got tricked and deceived, and on the wedding night, they got him drunk, and he woke up the next morning and had Leah, the weak-eyed, dull-eyed Leah. But Leah could give Jacob sons and daughters right away. He worked another 7 years and got Rachel, but it was many, many, many years before Rachel ever had a child, and then she finally had Joseph, and then she had Benjamin. And I get a lot out of that, because I look at it like nobody gets everything. But we all get something, and our job is to find out what our something is and put it to good use in our life. Now listen to me, without comparing what we have to what somebody else has. That's a big thing. Because here's the thing, it doesn't matter if what you have or can do seems big or little to you or to the world. The only thing that God holds us accountable for is to do the most we can with what He's given to us. And if we do that, the janitor in the building gets the same reward as the CEO of the company. God never expects us to do anything He hasn't given us the ability to do. So maybe a few of you could just calm down today and stop comparing yourself with other people and tormenting yourself, wishing that you were something you're not, or that you have something you don't.